Hi children, welcome to a new class. In the previous class, we discussed about different components, different symbols of commonly used components in electric circuit. Today, we are going to discuss very important component that which we use in our electric circuit. It is a resistor. Now we are familiar with resistance. A resistor is a component which offers resistance in the circuit. While constructing any electric circuit, we need to include resistors in the circuit. To obtain desired resistance in a circuit, we need to apply combinations of different resistors to obtain it. We have two types of combination of resistors. First one is series combination of resistors and the second one is parallel combination of resistors. To achieve desired resistance in a circuit, we can use both the combination of series and parallel combination of resistors. First, we will discuss about the series combination of resistors. Resistors in series combination. Resistors in series combination can be related to people holding their hands to form a cube. Now we are familiar with the symbol of resistors. Now we can draw three resistors which are connected series. The first one resistor holding it hand with another one resistor, holding it hand with another one resistor. Now these three resistors R1, R2 and R3 are said to be series in combination. Now we can complete the circuit using an ammeter to read the current in the circuit, a cell to drive the circuit, a key and a voltmeter across these three resistors to measure the voltage across these three resistors. Now we have, if V is the total resistance across the resistors R1, R2 and R3, then the total voltage or the potential difference V will be equal to the voltage, the sum of voltages across each resistors. Let V1 be the resistors across the voltage across the resistor R1, V2 be the voltage across the resistor R2 and V3 be the voltage across the resistor R3. Then V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Also from this equation, using Ohm's law, we can write the total resistance or the effective resistance R is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. So, the total resistance or effective resistance of this circuit can be calculated by simply adding the resistance of each resistors. Thus, for a number of resistors connected in series, we can rewrite this equation as the effective resistance Re is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus Rn. We have a small circuit with three resistors combination in series. The first resistor with the resistance 3 ohm, second with the resistance 4 ohm, third with the resistance 7 ohm. Let's calculate the combination. What is the effective resistance of this combination of resistors? We know that if the resistors are connected series in combination, then the sum of resistors will be equal to the total resistance in the circuit. So according to that, the total resistance R is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus etc. Now we have only three resistors here. The value of first resistor is 3 ohm. So R is equal to 3 ohm plus R2 4 ohm plus R3 7 ohm will be equal to 14 ohm. That means the total resistance of these three resistors in series combination is 14 ohm. Parallel combination of resistors are like peoples holding their hands to form a web. Let's see how it is. Let this be a resistor, then the another resistor will be connected like this to form a parallel combination with the first resistor. and if we add another one resistor, it will be added like this. So the resistors connected like holding hands together to form a web, then that kind of combination can be tell as the parallel combination of resistors. Like the resistance of the first resistor will be R1 and the second be R2 and the third be R3. Now let's complete the circuit by using an ammeter to measure the current, a cell, two cells to form a battery, a key, and complete the circuit. But we know that the voltage across these junctions of these three resistors will be equal. So we can write as the current. Current I is equal to the current in R1, I1 plus that of R2, I2 plus current measured in across R3 as I3. This we know that. So we can apply Ohm's law for this equation as we know that R is equal to V by I. Then I will be equal to V by R. So we can substitute V by R instead of I. I is equal to V1 by R1 plus V2 by R2 plus V3 by R3. But we know that V1, V2 and V3 all are same for the external voltage V. So we can replace V1, V2 and V3 with the external voltage V. Then the equation will become V by R1 plus V by R2 plus V by R3. That can be written as V into 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Now we have in this position also V by R. Now we can cancel V and V here because right hand side and left hand side V is common factor. Now this equation will become 1 by R, or the reciprocal of the effective resistance of the circuit is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So this will be the effective resistance of the circuit. So after finding what is the quantity 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3, we can take the reciprocal to find what is the effective resistance in the circuit. Effective resistance R of a combination of resistors in parallel can be represented as 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 plus etc. by 1 by Rn for n resistors. Now let the resistance of the resistors R1, R2 and R3 be 5 ohm, 10 ohm and 30 ohm. Let's calculate the effective resistance in this circuit. We know that if these resistors are connected parallel, then effective resistance can be calculated using this equation. 1 by R equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So we can simply substitute 1 by R1 is 5 ohm plus R2 is 10 ohm plus R3 is 13 ohm. 30 ohm. So we can take the common denominator 30, then 1 plus 3 plus 6, which will be equal to 9 plus 1, 10 divided by 30. Now we know that 1 by R is equal to 10 by 30. So we can take the reciprocal to find what is R. This implies that R is equal to 10, which is equal to 3 ohm.